The storm also caused widespread damage across the Lake Ontario shoreline. News 4's Angela Cristoforos shows us how it impacted a historic landmark in Youngstown.
Rising water levels in Lake Ontario are a cause for concern across the coastline, and officials here in Youngstown are concerned that it could impact the future of Old Fort Niagara.
We were doing a routine inspection yesterday, and we noticed that some trees were missing on the lakeshore just east of the fort.
A huge piece of ground collapsed into the lake following Monday's storm.
It must have happened just yesterday because one of the trees that washed into the lake still has buds on it, so it's fresh.
Robert Emerson is the executive director of Old Fort Niagara. He says it's not the first time a piece of ground has fallen into the lake.
The state put in a breakwater at that point, these huge boulders, and even those huge boulders are now pushed back by the force of the lake, of the waves.
Emerson says they've seen accelerated erosion for the past 2 years, and higher lake levels have made it worse.
The higher water levels are having a detrimental effect on those big rocks. So our concern is that further east of here, the fort has a seawall, and that seawall essentially protects the French castle and the North Redoubt 18th century buildings from falling into the lake.
The history of the Old Fort Niagara spans more than 300 years. It was an important military post well into the 20th century. During colonial wars in North America, it controlled access to the Great Lakes, and it was a training station during both world wars. Emerson says there's been no damage to Old Fort Niagara as of now, but he's concerned that there could be in the future if the water levels continue to rise. Reporting in Youngstown, Angela Cristoforos, News 4.